Be light enough to flow into your abundance. Routinely let go of certainty, of judgment, and expectation. Cultivate a lightness that enables you to fly and unfurl your wings into the skyline of your possibility. In this lightness, in this nakedness and authenticity, we are newborn in each fertile moment. If we can let go of our attachment to judgment, to certainty and expectation, then we can release the burden of weight that it carries. And instead of being full on a prideful ignorance, where we know everything and we are separate everything in our judgments, in our us and them perceptions. If we release this weight and burden and thus light and newborn in each fertile moment, we are empty grails from which life can pour into, from whence our abundance flows into. And in this way we understand true abundance in the lightness that we embody and we carry and we radiate from us to life. And in this lightness and in this lightness, life sees us, recognizes us in the image of life, sees us as a newborn child that we are, when we release all that we know in certainty, judgment, and expectation. If we can cultivate, express, and embody a humility, a newborn humility, in the presence of resistances that emerge in our judgments and our expectations and our certainties that we are so often projecting onto parts of ourselves or onto the world as an us versus them dynamic, as a separation dynamic. If we can loosen and soften this relationship and this way of living, then we are in a state of inviting, because we are no longer full with the weight of knowing everything, and are thus in relationship with everything when we in humility accept our emptiness, our emptiness of knowing, and thus inviting of all, and thus in relationship with the abundance of life, and are thus poured into by life. And in this pouring into, and then emptying, and then pouring into, and then emptying, we are in relationship, in an eternally abundant relationship with life, where we are for always surrendering, inviting, and being poured into. In this way we are total, we are whole, we are both the emptiness and the fullness. We can embody everything, from the drop to the ocean, no longer immersed in the separation between the polarity. For a separation in the dynamic of polarity is being out of relationship with, is being divorced from, is leaving the union and marriage of all that life is within and without. So we are called to be light, to be supple, and free, therefore, to invite what we need, for all that we need, beyond the perceptions and judgments and expectations of what we should have. When we release those expectations and judgments, we can step into alignment and communion with an effortless abundance in the image of life within and without. So we are searching for relationship in lightness, to be reborn in each fertile moment as a newborn child. And in this newborn child, we embody a humility. We invite a mastery and a wisdom into us. Thus again being both the babe and the master, being empty and full. This relationship, this fullness and embodiment of everything that we are and are thus given, in the name of the breadth of our vision, where we are no longer seeing things as separate, as divorced, and can become all stemming from a lightness. To be empty, to be an empty vessel for life to pour into. So this is the call each day, to be the cup for life to pour into, to quench our spiritual and everlasting thirst. So this is the intention, the seed of intention that I will leave you with, to be and become the vessel, the fertile vessel, to be poured into by life, to be light in a humility and a newbornness in each moment, where you are thus inspired and filled with abundance, with effortless abundance through communion and relationship with the totality within and without, and thus fulfilling your prophecy to be the fertile Grail. And with that, till next time, bye.